Welcome everyone to the YouTube channel. This is Toy-Nutz doing a little toy hunting today. I'm at the Rogers, Arkansas Target. Gonna see what they got. If there's anything cool, we'll take a walk through the store. This Target has a Disney store, a little pop-up section here. This one's pretty cool because I do carry park merchandise. This is Disney park exclusive plush and some toys that are celebrating Disney's 100. They also got several of the Disney Illy dolls and some really cool little merchandise that, since there's nothing close by for us, we get to experience a little bit of Disney here, which is much appreciated. They do put like all the Disney themed Lego sets are pretty much all over here. You can see they got the castle, the R2, but they do keep the mainline Disney stuff over in the other area too. You got all of our Buzz Lightyear. I don't think this stuff's ever going to sell. It's going to have to go on deep discount. I don't know how everyone else's is, but for ours, all our Star Wars figures and everything are stuck over here with all the Disney stuff. So, but we have been stuck with all of these Black Series Jawas and yeah. So our selection at this Target has not been the greatest. Got some of the newer mission fleets, which are pretty cool. Nothing new or exciting though. So these little things, Disney Zum Zums, these were out probably about 5 to 6 years ago, if not longer. Little toys that Disney had, and they just died out popularity wise. But looks like they're bringing them back for the Disney 100. Nothing looks new. It looks like some of the just older sets repainted and everything. But that's a little interesting thing I hadn't seen before. Cool thing for the location of our little Disney pop-up shop here is that it's right next to the toys, so able to head on over from there right into the toy department. We'll head on over, just gonna check. I like these Black Panther dolls. They're really well made. They are looks be a little larger than 12 inches though. They look like they're probably about 13. And at their price point, just not really willing to pull the trigger right now. If they go on clearance or drop down, I will pick them up. The Monster Highs are back. Looks like they are getting more shelf space. That's pretty good to see. We got a bunch of these mini brand stuff. Always take a look at them. The Disney ones are pretty cool. And if you're into fig photography and dioramas and such, a lot of these things are usable with mini action figures. But as I went down the aisle, I did see they got the new Disney Marvel Villainous expansion pack. This thing's pretty cool. So it looks like we got Doc Ock as our main, and yep, we got Titana, Dr. Octopus, and King the Conqueror. This is a really cool, fun board game. A little complicated, but once you play it one or two times, it's easy to pick up. Good to see that. I'll have to keep an eye on that because Target likes to put these villainesses on special sales very often. So I don't think I've ever paid retail for them. And we'll just pop over into the Lego aisle here. I'll do a quick scan, see what they've got. It does look cool that they got everything in stock here. There's not hardly any empty spots. But Legos are always popular. I'm into some of them, not too many. Usually mostly the Disney sets and certain properties that I'm, fans of. The Harry Potters are always well done. And of course, the Star Wars, that's mainly what I've got. A couple of those, one or two Marvels, but not too many. And then we got one full aisle, and they've got another, at least one section of shelf space down here for like a lot of the Technic and their higher end, and some of the Ninjago are over on this side. And it just shows you how powerful and how big Lego has really grown and expanded here. I love these Technic race cars. They're doing a great job with those. The new Avatar sets, those are actually pretty cool. I might pick up one or two of those. We'll swing around to this side. They're obviously in transition here on the end caps with the Jurassic Park, but the Jurassic, my Target, I don't know how everyone else's is. This thing is just, they do not get a lot of stuff in figure wise. I mean, we've had the same He-Mans in for like since Christmas. Well, we do have some new Ultimates in. We got the new Ultimate Warrior and the Brock there. This is a really cool Warrior. If you don't have any of the other Warrior figures, this one's a good one to pick up. This is from his return back in the early 90s there. That's a pretty cool figure. Legends, we had a crap ton of others, but now they've all slowed down. All we got two green pants Shamrocks and the rest are the AJs, which really doesn't surprise me that those AJs are sitting. But yeah, nothing else for wrestling, which is how it's been. And then, of course, we got the Mega Block Pokemon here. Those seem to be holding their own. And then we'll swing around to the next aisle. This is mostly like RC cars and all that. Nothing really too big. If you're into Pokemon cards, our card section's starting to grow again. They just put this up, it looks like. Person on the next aisle over is starting to set up the four ways over there. But here's our main action figure aisle. Transformers seem to be all right. Nothing much. Lots of empty peg space, lots of empty shelf spots. I mean, but again, this is how we've been since even before Christmas, now that I think about it. There's a gold label sitting on the pegs. The G.I. Joe classifieds. Yeah, as you can see, the still on clearance for 16, but always seem to have his Recondo in the Cobra Trooper Python Patrol. And of course, Movie Baroness. I don't think those are ever going to go anywhere. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Yeah, they got the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon figures, no movie figures. I was hoping for the gelatinous cube. I was gonna plan to pick that up, but nothing. And we have not had hardly any Marvel Legends at all. I mean, look at all we got here is these two What Ifs and Shuri from Black Panther. I mean, but that, again, we hardly ever get in at this Target. This is a one of the, I feel it's pretty badly run Target. So we'll move on over to the collectible area here. It's over by our book, pretty decent book section here. And here's our little collector corner, as they like to call it. It's never really kept up. It's always a mess. They just, I think when they get product in, they just shove it on the shelves and they clean it once or twice. Just looking, don't really see anything new. A couple of the Disney figure pops are new. We've had these Batmans forever. Yeah, and the Stranger Things have just been sitting there. Yeah, nothing really appears new. Yeah, thank goodness for online retailing, because if I just try to depend on in-store here, my Target and the Walmarts around here just do not seem to have a lot of stuff. They have this little overflow area, and that's what they treat it as, is overflow. They just shove stuff over here. That doesn't seem to have a room over on the other shelf. And here's our little pop end cap that they've got set up here. A couple of newer ones, it seems. Lots of these Five Nights at Freddy 2-packs. More of the Jurassic Park ones, or Jurassic World. And then we got the new Darth Maul and what's his name here? Gar Saxon. This is a pretty cool, not too bad. It does glow in the dark. They got me tempted with that, but nothing really here at Target. So I'm going to head over to Walmart on Pleasant Grove Road in Rogers, Arkansas, and we'll see what they've got. All right, so here we are at the Walmart on Pleasant Grove, and that's also in Rogers, Arkansas. So we'll take a quick run through here, see what they look like. All right, Pleasant Grove does have a neat little book section here, pretty good size, and then it's right across from electronics where they've got their little, I think they call it their geek headquarters here. Lots of pops. I wonder if they, does look like they sent a bunch back because it was more packed the last time I was here. An okay selection of some of their higher end collectibles here. Glad to see this one Walmart does carry the Mego figures, but nothing really new. So they got usually an end cap of pops too. Yep, right here. Lots of these big figs and that record box set that they had from around Christmas time. These have not moved. And on the opposite end cap, we get, yep, they got some more. Just little, those AXN figures. Not too bad of a selection, but nothing really here to interest me. So take a walk over through the electronics here. Well, actually, near the Nintendo Switch stuff, they do have some, obviously, overflow area here. They just shove stuff over here, but nothing of interest. So, like I said, we'll head over into the toy section here. All right, these, they're little Kid Connection brands, the boat, and they've got like another setup here. You have the helicopter. If you're into G.I. Joe's 3 3/4, 4-inch, I mean, those are good for customizing. Some pretty cool puzzles here. Those aren't too bad. Star Wars theme. Those look pretty cool. All right. This end cap's been here since early spring of last year. They had the Hot Wheels show come through, and they had a bunch of the cars here, and they had these box sets out. They have not had them, I don't think, hardly any sold. They've finally dropped it down to, as you see, $4, which isn't a bad deal, but I mean, we've got a ton of them here. I don't think they're going to have to drop it even more before they can get rid of them. So we'll just head on down over to the action figures and see what we got. I don't know how everyone else's Walmarts are. This one has a lot of empty pegs. They're at least organized. Some of the other Walmarts around here, it's just shoved onto the pegs, onto the shelf. This one, they actually are trying to follow the planogram, it looks like. Although the Nerf section here, I mean, I guess Nerf's doing pretty good because it is well stocked. And I mean, wow, they got a lot of different Nerf guns here. And then the Squishmallows for the kiddos. But here we go with the stuff I'm interested in. Got one or two new Earthrise and Legacy collection figs. They got those weird pop thingies. And we've got the Transformers movie Starscream. All right. I hate the windowless packaging, but the artwork looks pretty cool. But, I mean, this would have been so much better if it was more of a original packaging. But, and I'm, what, 49 I think it is. Yeah, that's an easy pass. I'll wait for it on clearance. Turtle section's usually well stocked, and that's doing all right. Mattel's really doing a pretty good job with the Jurassic World, I feel. So, but I'm more of a Marvel guy and everything. And again, as you can see, there's just nothing. The same Marvel Legends figures we've had on the shelves since, again, before Christmas or so. Yeah. Same thing with the McFarlanes. This store got overstocked with a bunch of those Batman and yep. At least they made room for the D&D figures, but they stuck with those. And I'm tempted for this Green Dragon, but 34 with hardly any articulation. I'm just waiting on that one. I love the Superpowers line. I'm glad to see the rumors of it being canceled and kicked out of Walmart are not true. Those are a fun nostalgia kickback. And like with the Marvel Legends, we're stuck with hardly anything for Star Wars. I mean, we have these figures have been here again since Christmas. I don't know what it is, how everyone else's area is doing, but yeah. And also at the $24 now price point, I'm getting really picky and selective. Interesting, Walmart is now also carrying the Ultimates, and that they've got the same as Target. Usually one is ahead of the other, or, but that's good to see. Got the AE-Dub. The Superstars are pretty cool. I do like those LJN-styled figures. And this is all we got for the Joe here, which isn't a good sign. And it's all these Baroness and Lady J retro carded. Missed opportunity, does not look good. Yeah, Walmart's Lego section here is pretty bare bone. One, it's only one aisle, and it is, they got wiped out at Christmas, and they just never seem to have gotten anything back in. That's new. That's good to see, but yeah, this is really a bad look on Walmart's part. I like this set. This is a cool looking little set here, the video game truck and that. But yeah, not a good look for Walmart here with compared to the Target that we were just at, which is like probably about 5 minutes from this one. They got full shelves. In fact, they got a full aisle both sides, plus an additional aisle of shelving on the other side. Okay, up. This Walmart does have the new WWE sidekick here. Let's see if they got the NWO Superstars, but I do not. Nope, looks like the older ones. Wow, this one's really been knocked out. We do have the Bam Bam. He's pretty cool. The Rey Mysterio in the black. Yeah, this isn't a bad Bam Bam if you didn't get the one that was released not too long ago in the Legends line. That's a pretty good alternative to get. They got the stupid Smash and Slam forklift. And this side just has Ray and The Rock. Okay, wow. Yeah, not good. Missed out on a couple of them. The only ones I would really be I'd like to see is that Rikishi and the Jake the Snake. But that's my toy hunt. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give the video a like and a subscribe, and Excelsior!